Hey everyone, we're back. Time to go punch that witch in the face. Wait, no. I have to go ring the bell first.
Yeah, you unlocked the bell tower.
Oh, sweet. I can rob this place. There's stuff in here. Plants, apparently. But no, there's a
Was there anything with that book on the table?
I can double check. Okay, there's good. There's feedback with the lockpicks. Sometimes there isn't in this game, and it's kind of weird. Though, at this point, I actually have more, like... they're called Prismosphere? Yeah, the books are...
The books,
There's nothing with the books.
no interaction. Aw.
How do I go up? Oh, there it is. Staircase. Yeah, I actually have more of the, like, automatic lockpick, Prismosphere lockpicks than I do actually, like, lockpicks themselves, which is kind of funny. I should probably start using them on the harder chests, but it's kind of... That's a really odd place to put a bell rope, let's be honest here. It's like, yeah, this is your study. Here's the bell rope. Please don't pull it. Real good. I think the bell rope was to, like, free the Fae from the witch's influence. I think. I'm not sure.
Or did it drive all the creatures away, except you slaughtered all the creatures?
Yes. Either way. Well, yeah, I already killed all the creatures, but they were all killing themselves anyway.
But the bell was supposed to make them stop.
I don't know.
Level up?
Level up. What do we want? Persuasion? Yeah, increases your chance of yada yada yada. Okay. And then points into sorcery. Let's see, can't put any more into the Mark of Fire. Don't care about scepters. Sphere of Protection I'm gonna put in 1. Just because it could be interesting. And then I think I'll put the rest into Stormbolt, and hopefully that can start doing actual more damage. Ooh, yeah. This way I have a higher chance to stun. And
that's
then
pivotal in this game.
Yeah, then it explodes too. So let's go from there. And then... These are a lot of random things now. So let's just keep with Seer and go from there.
The only tier 3 you have.
Yeah.
Welcome to my home, beloved. I hope it suits your fancy, for you will never leave it. I loathe this rock. Its chilled corridors and dripping ceilings, its whispering haunts of a past long dead. I no more wish to be the queen of this castle as I do to return to it again and again. I will escape its legacy. That is a promise. The fates of Creth and Aermer are on your head, my love. Those good knights were victims of this decaying pattern, sacrifices to the House of Ballads. As for the others, they will fulfill their roles shortly. Each has been saved, freed from their well-worn paths. They walk a new road now. My road. Wenson is here, along with his court of enchantments. The great halls and corridors echo with their voices, of the ancient stories told and forgotten. It is time to begin anew, for we write the final chapter of the House of Ballads. Only when the memory of ancient glories has faded can new glory be forged. Everything you see, the castle and all that resides in it, could be yours. That includes my love. Consider it.
This kind of makes sense if we had talked before, but no, she's just like, I'm going to talk about loving you randomly for the rest of the time we will know each other before you inevitably stab me. Yeah, so looking at the map, it looks like we have to rescue everybody. Whoops. Yeah, I can't even hear that anymore. But I think this just tells the tale. Okay, who are we beating on here? Who's this?
Sagril, you've come at last. It's time to cross swords with one worthy of your talents. You have caused the maid much grief, and that saddens me. Luckily, your death will provide her much pleasure. I honor the Emerald Lady with every head I lay at her feet. Yours is next.
That's wonderful.
Well, let's just beat on him for a while.
Wasn't he the one you helped reclaim his wife, except it was the villagers that had been taken by the queen? So I suppose he completely forgot about his lover.
Looks like it. But... oh well. Okay, get out. Nope. Get out, get out, get out. Fire! One thing I've noticed you can do is more or less just line of sight the enemies until they, you know, die by your hands. I did it with the Necromancer skeletons. I did it with him, kinda. Though he was kind of moseying around instead of actually fighting you.
Yeah, this chamber almost... I mean, Pillars reminds me of fighting... what was it? Darth Scion back in Knights of the Old Republic 2. I actually was having a hard time in that battle, and I remember that he glitched on a pillar, and that was how I was able to defeat him. He couldn't proceed forward, and he couldn't redirect himself. So.
Oh, right, you can break pots in this game. I was like, that's a lot of randomly unlootable things. I was like, wait, no, I'm just being stupid.
Legend of Zelda all over again. Yeah. Ooh, I like the little plants popping up.
Yeah, it's because, you know, they react to magic. They just surprised me at first, and it's like, oh no.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, a plant.
It's an attack plant that I can't attack back. Disappointing. I guess it's mostly just to spook you and won't do much damage.
The false corpse of a sordid history. Encountered again and turned into the womb of the past. Then I am lost. That is interesting. The whole thing about something dead being revived again, again, and again.
Whole bunch of boggarts. Not for long.
I mean, this presents an interesting question. Like, what the woman is doing is definitely...
well, the way she's going
evil.
about it is...
yeah, definitely evil. Though I can understand why she wants to break the cycle.
Oh.
No way are we going to be becoming her co-queen, though, or whatever.
You. That'd be weird and freaky.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly kinky. Yep. It does kind of annoy me that your health doesn't slowly recharge on its own. Not the end of the world, but...
oh, I thought it did.
Only when we were wearing the shepherd's armor.
Oh.
Now that we're on to the magic armor, great, but I can do this. I've forgotten.
Yep, you use up quite a bit of mana, though.
Yeah. But, the benefit of this armor... oh, it's a boggart tumbler. That's a new thing. They explode just the same. Oh, this one's lootable. Gold! Beautiful gold. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea if we're... okay, so we're going towards one of them. I was just concerned about if we're...
now, is this...
skipping ahead and ignoring
liquid
parts.
poisonous?
Probably. Let's see.
There's a stone across the way.
Well, I was going to go this way and then down, because there's probably loot in here. Or nothing at all, in fact. That's some kind of disappointment.
Plants.
Oh, yep, loot.
Oh. Chests.
I was correct. Let's just use some prism to pick. Desire. It's probably a scepter, though. I don't really like scepters. It's average. The thing is, you can't buy Prismasphere picks, but you can buy normal lock picks. But I've got so many Prismasphere picks. Achievement unlocked. Breaking and entering. I hope they have one, if you do, like, X amount of fire damage, it's like, achievement unlocked. Arson!
Here, the stone.
Oh, the store. Yep, the store. Stone. Okay. Yeah.
So she was corrupted.
Or has corrupted.
Oh,
and stolen freedom, hence. She loves her slave. Yeah. So, pots. Who am I beating on now? I don't even recognize. Probably should have...
the king?
Wait, I will heal before I talk to him. Could be. Yeah, it's King Wensen. Let's loot the treasure chest. Because he's kind of a shitty guard. Yeah.
Okay, well, he doesn't seem to be controlled. He doesn't have the glow around his head, but maybe that'll change when we talk to him.
That's a good point. He could actually just be flat out in love.
There's only Magwer, only Bellmaid.
Yeah, Magwer is the maid of Windermere, and we're the Bellmaid.
Come. The maid has made her sick fantasy a reality. Everything she was has been warped by the Prismere crystal she holds so dear. It is difficult to tell if she controls it, or if it controls her. We must escape this place. The telling has failed us, Sagril. Nothing is certain. If we must. But I fear I have no role in this song now. We are far beyond what is familiar. The maid will be in the courtyard, where our ballad finds its end. Come, I will show you. Perhaps then I will find the courage that is required. They're around here somewhere.
Common trope for him.
I mean, I suppose, in effect, there's the whole Venom and Carnage thing. The symbiote gives them a lot of power, but...
He's following us around now. Also, apparently we're supposed to go save the Queen Bellmaid. So, we took her place as well. And he looks to be stuck on the train. Wop. Oh, I didn't know this was an outdoor area. I was too busy looking down. That's kind of neat. It's kind of a shame that they screwed up parts of this game, because it really is a pretty and well-designed game.
Oh, Lanchi.
Oh, is it a Lanchi?
Lianchi.
Leonash?
I mean, Leonash might be more accurate to the pronunciation of... I don't know if they're deriving more of these things from Gaelic or
Interesting
Celtic.
question. It would be kind of interesting to, try contacting somebody, as we're finishing this off, and it's like, did we make any mistakes when we were talking about all of this? Because I know actually Aria Salvatore lives pretty close to my old house. Not that it particularly matters, but I went into a Walden Books once, and they're like, oh yeah, go back to the shelf and pick out one of the other books. Because I picked up one of, I think it was The Two Swords, which was one of his newer books at the time. And because apparently he just showed up and started signing books without really saying much. And I thought that was kind of the coolest thing ever.
Uh-oh.
Look at this, Olaine. The maid's old keep still has vermin lurking in its shadows. Tell me, Sagril, is there a reason we shouldn't exterminate you? I know who I am. I am Bellmaid, servant of the Queen of Spring, the Maid of Windermere.
Oh, great.
Aww.
It's stabby time. Stabby.
There's someone else you have to talk to.
Yep. Poop. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's the queen and probably a handmaiden? I don't know.
It looks like another man, or is it a woman?
Oh, she's floating. Maybe it's a man. Oh,
Lady
Olin.
Olin.
Yeah. It's blasting time. I don't know if I'm under-leveled, or if just you're intentionally not supposed to do a whole lot of damage. Or maybe I'm just doing it, or just, like, perceiving it wrong, and, like, the first couple hits don't seem like they do much. Yeah, now I'm doing damage. But when I was hitting Lady Olin, it didn't feel like I was doing much.
All the effects.
Yep. I guess if I just spam my spells...
You didn't even talk with her, really.
No, but you're not really supposed to. Because I think she's just, like, the handmaiden to the queen. Oh, we're still under attack.
There's a bag of loot.
Bag of loot? Where's the bag of loot?
Nope.
I don't want to talk to him. You are not a bag of loot.
Yeah. It's back by where the other one died.
This one? I think I already looted it, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not lootable anymore. Yeah, that probably means I picked it up and the bag of loot just didn't disappear. But there's probably more loot over here. God, everybody has really weird run cycles in this game. Like, we don't. We actually have, like, a reasonable one. But maybe that's because the female
characters, I find, move better in some games.
Yeah, but, like, if you look at Wensen, he's doing the whole, like, I'm not even going to lean forward.
No, we already established that many of the other characters just run upright.
It's like this current run, but if you sped it up a bunch instead of like actually having you lean forward. It is actually nice that you lean further into your run as you go along.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I go into the...
Oh, another
here's
stone.
a stone. But did I go into the chamber down here, or did I just kind of run at it? Yeah, I didn't go into this chamber. I turned down the sound effects, which apparently turns down the audio for these things. So, I think I'm not going to go out of my way. Wait, endures this... What? I just started paying attention to the subtitles, and I'm not exactly sure. I guess it sounds a little less innuendo-y now. And we just stand weirdly off into the distance.
Interesting.
Yep. They go on forever, though. I wish they opened up, like, journals or something and you could listen to them later. You know? Maybe you can, actually. I hope so. Because I don't like the fact that you can't listen to them. Like, you have to listen to them in order, but with a couple of minutes in between. Or, like, an hour or something, depending on where you are. Because I'm kind of depressed I can't break those chairs. I've been playing prop hunt on the side.
Yep.
He just pulled a Watson.
Oh, from that Sherlock Holmes game?
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, one of the Sherlock Holmes game programmed it because they, had limited time. They programmed it so Watson would not walk. He would just,
appear next to you.
Stop! Sagar, wait! Go no farther! I can't do this. I can't. You must understand. Every time I have faced the Maid of Windermere, we've both dangled by the strings of fate, puppets in the telling. Now she is free of those bonds. I would not even know how to face her. Before, my victory was assured. I have never known failure. This story is yours now, my friend. Take the King's token. You are the only one left worthy of possessing it. It was you she wanted all along.
Wait, so now you're the king of the Fae? He just said the king's token. Not that it would really mean anything. It'd be cool if he's just like, yep, you're the king now. Except you are sort of playing his role.
Yep. You want to know something?
What?
I think we do actually become king because of this.
We meet in the flesh at last. It is a pity our relationship ends here. I was beginning to think we had a future as creatures of common purpose. All you have witnessed was for me alone. It was justice. Imagine a lifetime of bondage 100 times over, and you will know my suffering. You, though, you are special. You are one capable of comprehending such concerns. We too, we are misunderstood. Perhaps. But you and I are the same. We challenge the past and strive to rewrite the future. We are singing the greatest song of all. The Tuatha have taught me that power only comes with the willingness to destroy, to begin anew and tell new stories. And in Prismere, they have found the means to do so. I weep for what might have been. You and I, side by side, wielding the power of the crystal. But there can only be one hero.
Like,
Indeed.
I think it would be much... Well, guess it's just beating on her time. Wow, the camera really needs to learn how to zoom out. Oh, that's why. I was confused. I was like, wait, why am I not doing any damage to that sprite? Oh, I should probably...
Wait, are they illusions or is something else wrong?
No, she was standing right behind the sprite, and I was only seeing her health bar.
Oh, okay. So she's just summoning things at this rate.
Yeah. Oh, I think she just started with a bunch of random folks. Yeah. So she's summoning them as we go. So tell me when my fate power is starting to get really low.
But can you use your A thing on her, or do you have to use it on someone else?
I can use it on her. I'm hoping I can... Yep. No,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, you have to use it now. Now.
Can't. There we go.
There we go.
Let's see, I was hoping I could get her all the way down,
Beep, 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 beep,
but
beep, beep, beep.
the auto-targeting decided to take over.
Stabby.
And so I think she has, like, all of maybe 5 health left, which is all kinds of dicks. Yeah, she's not dead yet, but look at her health bar.
Oh, wow. Is that a...
Fresh, yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to get progressively harder, but I think since I went into Fate mode, just... Damn it.
Oh, you're dead.
Wow. They just murdered the shit out of me.
No.
Let's see how far back that puts us. Like, I was full health.
Save?
Yeah.
We didn't save at all.
I saved right before...
Before seeing her?
No, before fighting the queen. That's some kind of dicks.
Wait, before fighting
Lady Olin? Yeah.
Aww.
Okay. Well, now knowing what we know, this will go faster. And this time I will try and whittle her down a little bit more so I can just fate power her fully to death as opposed to partially. Because once you get her down really low, she summons a bunch of monsters. We've already been through this, so yeah. Come on. Die for me. Die for me, love.
Don't do what the bandits do, and wow,
That did a lot of damage.
I don't recall you getting hit by that before.
I think I got hit by multiple spells. I don't know. This game is really inconsistent. Oh, it's that lightning bolt? No, ow, shit. I think it's
Olin sending out all the whirlwinds. And
yeah,
such.
all the random crap. Well, I'll just line of sight them. The Leonashes do not like to take fire damage.
They're water creatures, aren't they?
Well, like, they take fire damage. I guess they just have a lot more health than I thought they did. Well, I will just line of sight the shit out of them. Because it seems to work as kind of dickish as it is, but, like, her spells won't hit me around corners.
Do you think the king is dead at this point? So you've left him alone too long?
Well, the thing is, if you notice, a lot of NPCs will just kind of pop back up as soon as combat is over.
Now, it'd be bad if it was one of those things where he had to survive. And you're
No,
just like,
I'm very glad this game does not include, like, any of that sort of BS.
Though, have you ever thought about this? Just the fact that
God
if you
damn,
really...
stop casting fucking spells. Just die already. Fuck. Okay.
Please, can you stop with the profanities?
At this point, I'm just frustrated, because, like, the last time we just schooled them.
Well...
And there she was just casting whirlwind and lightning
save
bolt.
before we go to an integral point.
Yeah.
But,
well, I thought I would have a little bit more, but I just pretty much walked in the room and was like, oh, time to die.
But, as I was saying, it's interesting to ponder about the fact that, in reality, you'd only have one opportunity to do something. One death, and that would be the only death you have.
Yep.
The maid is near.
Strikes me, I have not been paying attention to the time. Oh well.
I told you, we get too enthralled by this.
Yes, we do. Well, let's get up to the witch. And then I have to talk to the king too, and then the witch again, and she gets to hit on us some more.
I can't do this.
God
No,
damn it.
this story-
Shut up. I don't care. I thought he said
Stop and save! What are you doing?
I wasn't going to go in yet. There was a little bit more. Okay. Let's... Once more, with passion. Mostly rage. And frustration. Shut up. Don't care. Ballad is over. Shut up. Don't care. Yeah, the camera doesn't like to zoom out immediately as you're going into boss battles. So suddenly things are just like, oh hey, you're dying. Yeah, that should be good.
Why did you use...
Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. And I've got a cooldown on my things. What? Okay.
So you didn't actually use your potion?
I did. But... What? Okay. The shot just, like, curved for some mysterious reason.
That's good.
Yeah, maybe I can stun lock her with stuff. She did manage to summon people, though, which is frustrating. Okay. Damn. Okay. Stun locks. Okay. She should be damaged enough that if I purely focus on her, I can take her down.
But don't you have to focus on at least one sprite to use your finishing move?
I can use the finishing move on her.
Okay.
Yeah, it says nothing about being required to use the finishing move.
Still see the finishing move.
Don't do this. I beg you. Seek only justice for what has been done to me all these many lifetimes. Don't I deserve as much? Don't we all?
So we actually have the option to roll with her. I don't...
I mean, the problem is you can't just, like, forgive her and say, you know, give up your evil ways or anything like that. You pretty much either have, like, evil option, dick move, or, like, righteous option. And there's no, like, redemption options.
Well, I don't want to say you're destined to die. Maybe just ignoring her. But that would mean maybe she just dies.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's just ignore her.
Wow.
I have spent lifetimes being ignored. No longer.
Oh, man. It got me out of my mode, and now I'm in trouble.
She seems to be biding her time back there.
Yeah, it's the thresh that does most damage. Come on,
Yeah, it's his arrows.
Let's get a healing potion up and... Oh, should probably get that going, too.
Yeah, if you keep him from barraging you, it should be okay.
Yep. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she just kind of stays that way.
She seems to be sitting back there.
Yeah, so maybe she just stays that way until her minions either finish me off. Speaking of, the bog thresh does crazy damage, but I don't feel like doing dodgy stuff because dodging in this game is weirdly inconsistent. Maybe I have to go up and finish her off somehow. Yeah, now I'm considered in combat again. Yeah. I have to finish her off the classic way. Maybe I should have done that beforehand. Well, this is different.
You're impaling her on it? That's so mean!
That is really, really dickish. I don't feel like a good person. But then again, this game hasn't really made me feel like a hero. I just feel like the odd man out in a world that's kind of nutso from the get-go.
Now, what do you think would have happened if we had said, let's rule together?
Do
you think she still would have found some reason to kill you?
No, I think actually she would... Goddamn stupid plants. Okay, I think she would actually live. But it's also kind of considered the evil option because you keep everybody enslaved.
Everybody being...
All the Fae?
Oh, yeah.
And some other stuff?
There was no loot in that room?
I'll go double check. I didn't see anything.
I would assume that there'd be some
See, I figured I'd go out the door and there'd be like a loot room or something. But no, I don't see anything.
And she didn't have loot on her either?
I thought I looted her.
Hey, there's a stone. Or is that the stone that you...
Which one? Hold on. I'm gonna get murdered by plants. Jeez. I'm gonna have to go shopping after this. Where's the stone?
Around the corner left. There.
Oh, there it is. Yep. So I guess this is the loot. But no, I think if I had chosen the let's rule together thing, we would have just kind of been douches together instead of anything like that. Which is kind of a shitty moral choice one way or another. Because if you could more or less just be like, yeah, just don't be a dick anymore. Or I'll actually stab you. As opposed to just wail on you a bit.
Yeah, it would sort of be like just making the suggestion of if you really want to live out your own life and destiny. Just go far away and never return. You know, like...
Well, we will see the thrilling conclusion of all of this, where we talk to everybody, they congratulate us, and then hand us fat loot and probably the key to the city. In the next episode of Wanderbots. See you guys then.